Oh, I just lost my mouse. Where is it? Oh, 'cause I have two screens on this shit. Yeah. Yeah, you're live. Yeah, intro's playing. I gotta get speakers to have that shit play out of it.
Superb.
Yo, X-Men damn sent us new songs. Oh, the camera's way too close to us. Hold on.
Whoa. Whoa, we live right now?
Yeah.
What's happening, people? What's happening?
We about to move this table live, bro. I think I'm cut off.
Wait, what?
I'm kind of like...
In a weird angle, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's up? Why is
Yeah, you guys get to see this up person.
I saw this.
This is why this is a podcast. We get to have technical difficulties live on the air. If you don't know why we wasn't on for this long, it's because, one, I was running late. Two, malfunctions.
Now I know why the girls next door like the TV over there.
Why?
Because to look at yourself, you have to turn your head. Because she don't like putting her logo on the TV. She likes looking at herself on the TV. I don't know if that's a female thing, but she'd be like, Marv, can you move the TV over here?
It's a female.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
I stare at myself, talking shit.
Yeah, facts.
Interesting. Why I feel like I have this echo. Whatever. Who cares? Fuck it. Sound like I'm in a tunnel.
Yo, you didn't even intro. My bad. I'm fucking this up for you.
No. Hello, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. I don't have to keep saying my name, but I'm here with Marv.
Word. And I'm here with Matt, the Dragon.
If you don't know who Marv is, he's our producer. Why? Because Jack's not here. Why? Because Jack's at a tournament today. Good luck to Jack. Hope you win the shit. Win something. He's out there representing Rising Sun Academy. So, shout out to Rising Sun.
Let me bring up your YouTube video. Oh, my bad.
What happened?
I don't want you to be able to hear yourself.
Wow. And wow.
Yeah. Yo.
You're not the You're supposed to be the
I'm on the
most
wrong
professional.
side. I'm on the wrong side, bro.
Nah, you gotta get from behind.
My bad.
You gotta get in front of the screen sometimes. You lost it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Yo, it's been a while.
Well, what's going on? What happened to Villainy Games?
Everybody went their own way, yo. Like, Peter wanted to go back to college. J Kid moved to Seattle.
Right. How's he doing?
He's doing all right. He said he's doing all right. He's working. I don't know where he's working at, to be honest. DX is doing his acting, because DX always wanted to be an actor. So I felt like I was holding him back a little bit, because he'd come through and he'd be like, "Yo, let's do I got a script. Let's do a skit and all this other stuff." And I'd be like, "Yeah, but we get more views from doing like other stuff."
Right.
And it would kind of disappoint him. So I felt like I was holding him back. And then with Pete too, like going to college, I was like, just go do your thing, man. J Kid's thing was just he just wanted more out of life, man. He just wanted I guess everybody does, but I don't know if he was still looking for his thing in life.
Right.
Like he ain't have it yet.
Yeah,
and it wasn't Villainy Games.
You gotta do it that way sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a situation back in the day when I had to just disappear. Just gotta disappear.
Yo, this is funny because I always wanted to hear this story because I hear you always drop it. A little, what's his name? Salt Man?
So Salt Bay?
Yeah, Salt Bay. Yeah. But you never tell the whole story.
It's what I usually tell people is that I live too many lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it happened so long ago, it almost doesn't feel real sometimes. Did you just fuck up your jewel?
No, it's just empty.
So it comes out like that?
It's a cartridge, yeah. You replace them.
Well, when you're smart.
because I didn't have it in all the way when I pulled it out. Wow. Like, I don't want to interrupt the story.
That was dangerous.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Has anyone ever got like hurt from them?
Hurt?
Yeah.
No, not that I know of. But I'll tell you what. The first week I had it, I was coughing way worse than a cigarette.
Yeah.
It takes getting used to.
The new cigarette.
They are, yo. Because I see the cartridges all over the floor. Remember I used to see cigarette buds?
Yeah, it's nice to see the cartridges.
The cartridges is laid out.
It's going to be some alien shit.
Yeah, word.
The future's going to be weird, yo.
Facts. Yeah, we all gonna be plugged in. I'm smoking an electric USB powered device.
Yo, remember how expensive USB used to be?
Yeah. Now they all over. Now people got USB plugs.
They just throw them out.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah.
You look at a USB now, you almost like, what the fuck is this?
Word. Bro, when people started getting USB outlets in their house, that's when I knew. I was like, oh,
yeah, it's over.
It's a wrap. We all plugged in.
Damn.
But yo, I cut your story off.
Oh, whatever.
I want to hear this.
Anyway, so I just I took a lot of different. I was just known to like get up and leave. I was a nomad.
Oh
so,
yeah.
When things got really like crazy or tough or whatever, I'll just be like, you know what? I don't gotta take this shit. And I'll pack up a bag and be out. Won't talk to nobody for like a few months or whatever. Travel mostly through the United States and on foot.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
At least you got to experience that.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
How long was it? What was the time stretch?
About 2 years.
Shit, that's dope.
Yeah, if we want to talk like all together, yeah, about like 2 years straight.
That's dope though.
Yeah, like it was. Don't get me wrong. There was points I came back, just met up my fam, see my brother, blah blah blah, and then gone again. You know what I'm saying? Like another 2 months gone.
Yeah. But at least you didn't plant roots yet.
Yeah, the problem is with living like that. At first you think you can, and then when you realize you can, it becomes addictive. You know what I'm saying? Like you like regular life. Like when it was time for me to like reinsert myself back with like everybody else and find a job and all this other stuff. When it was time for all that, it was more difficult because I was like so used to just being like, oh, well, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Being out, you know
Put your shoes on and go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was difficult. So
yeah, I can imagine. You gotta like, oh damn, that's almost like going from like trying to put yourself back into society.
Yeah.
And it's bugged out. Like
yeah, it took me out for a while. I was with this girl at the time, and like I was like that was a bad fucking experience. But I was with this girl at this time.
The girl was the bad experience or the trip, the journey?
Well, no, who I was during that time was bad.
Oh yeah.
It was just terrible. Yeah, because like I said, I wasn't really ready to
got you.
To like regular civilizations or whatever. But it's cool.
I dig that.
Sorry, my bad. Nah, I'm professional. I've been doing this for how long?
Oh, I don't even got mine on. I'm not used to being on this side. But I mean, I dig that you got to experience that. Some people plant their roots too early, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I always try to tell like my brother or anybody else I see that's young, I'll be like, yo, you gotta go outside this place and put yourself in a place. Sometimes you just gotta experience something else that's not the city that you're from or
a job or
job
yeah.
Or they'll change you, like the way you see things, like
not bad.
You know, especially if you're from like inner cities, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're from like the inner city and you never know nothing more than like, I don't know, whatever hood or whatever you're from.
And the fast life, you know how.
Dude, even if you're in the fast life, just the first chance you get, just take off. Like just take off for like a week. You come back, take off for like a weekend, and then stretch it out. See how long you can do it. You know, you just gotta experience something new.
Yeah.
You can't see the same people and shit. That shit drive me crazy now.
I envy I envy the non-city life because we wake up, we have 9 to 5, everything in between the 9 to 5, like the little things we squeeze in, like lunch and everything, we have to do it fast because we got to come right back, and then when we get off, we have to be somewhere else immediately fast too. We like being on the road from work to home is like, I can't wait to get home and just take off these shoes. It's like a fast transition, and then all these little in between moments get lost.
Yeah, like I see like I know this is gonna sound crazy. Sometimes I see homeless people, right?
Oh yeah.
And kind of like it's a small piece of me is a little jealous
Yeah.
because I'll be like, yo, if you could work, right? Honestly, this is how I did it.
Mm-hmm.
If you could work, you ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take a Greyhound to like freaking Michigan, right? And then I'll sit in Michigan and be like, well, I ain't got no money. I'm coming down to my last few dollars. I'll stay at whatever place and
do an odd job.
And do an odd job for a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Get my check and
move.
Gone again.
Yeah.
So like the experience never changes. The experience never ends. You know?
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, but
But
I get complacent. You know? People get like tired and they want to get to a point where they just want. They're like, well, why me? And they just quit. And then now you're on the street like asking for money and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like especially like I know it's probably gonna be controversial, but listen, again, I was homeless, so I get to talk from certain experiences, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you could move, if you could not think about how many hours it takes from sun up to sundown, walking back and forth down. Let's just say that block. Let's just say one block.
Mm-hmm.
How many steps is that? They had to take. They probably walked like at least 2-3 miles, right?
Yeah.
If you have that much energy, you telling me you couldn't go somewhere real quick? You know, or maybe there's just too much profit doing that walk back and forth. Like I never understood. Like
I think they get their little spots where they say this is where I make the most change or money or whatever.
But you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And also, if they have a habit around that little part, that block is where they could pick up their habit quick, like quick access.
Yeah.
Because when I see, like, no offense to white people, but when I see white crackheads that chill around the hood,
they look bad.
They look worse than everything else.
I seen one at McDonald's looking bad.
But they won't be from Patterson originally. They'll come to Patterson because their habit is quick access here. And they'll be on the block where their dude is. They're
Patterson's getting cleaned up, though.
It is. I think it's getting gentrified.
It's getting cleaned up and gentrified.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
I think it's because you know what happens in New York usually splashes over a little
Not
bit.
Even if that, if you look at the surrounding areas, let's just say. Sorry if you're not from New Jersey, then you're probably not gonna like this. You're like, oh, these people. Anyway, so we talk about like what Total is.
Yeah.
When you're coming into it, how everything still kind of looks Total-ish.
Yeah. That side of Patterson from Union Ave.
Coming in further and further. If you look at how they're fixing up the houses coming down this way.
Yeah.
You see it.
Right there by Kennedy, the houses look pretty nice.
It's starting to come soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I told people I was reading this. I cannot tell you what book it was, but I was reading this book and it was saying it's an old realty game where they kind of push everybody into like one small box. You know what I'm saying?
The troubled people.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yeah.
So the hood. They squeeze the hood into one small area and then slowly start buying the hood out.
Damn.
And
so
that's what happened in Brooklyn. Like,
yeah.
So like when I was in Brooklyn, they slowly started coming in, and then they hike up the prices of rent. So either you have to move out because rent and stuff is so high, or you have to like.
What's your opinion on it? Because I remember you saying you wanted to buy your block and clean it up.
I want.
You want to be Captain Save-A-Hood.
Honestly, I mean honest with you.
Yeah.
We're just talking. Nobody's listening.
All right, go.
I want all of it.
Damn.
I want all of it.
So you would do that then? You would hike up the price and move out the poor people?
No. It's about what you. Of course, I will give it. I will give back into that community, and I would try to like. I would try to like bring in like programs and things like that, but the only way to do that is to take all of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost a dominant kind of like mentality. Like you gotta.
I think it's kind of tribal.
It is, but to save it, sometimes you gotta conquer it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
But again, it's not about moving people out or nothing like that. No hiking up prices. It's about rebuilding that community.
Yeah.
Rebuilding what it is, but
you would still be the villain. They would still look at you that way.
But every hero's a villain.
Exactly. That's what I was going to
say.
Because if you cleaning up the neighborhood...
I'm not calling myself a hero, of course.
If you're cleaning up the neighborhood, you're going to have to get rid of a couple bad apples. And those bad apples are going to be your enemies.
I mean, Well, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
especially where you live. What was that? River Street? Oh, damn! I shouldn't say it live, right?
You could say they don't know exactly where.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Like,
some people get sensitive, like, yo, don't even say my city.
I mean, like, if I want all of it, I got at least what people don't want back, right? But,
Yeah.
But I just want all of it.
Yeah.
I know.
There's good commercial potential over there.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential.
Lot of.
But when I talk to other
And I feel like it's wasted. Not wasted,
when I
but
talk to other people in real estate that come through and they'll see it and they'll be like, nah, this is a waste of time. Like, they'll tell me it's a waste of time and whatever. Because me and my wife were planning on buying property and stuff. And we're like, they're like, no, this sucks. And I'm like, okay. But to me, like, I don't feel like it's wasting time. Like, no matter what, as long as it goes back into my community. Of course, Daddy gun need his pockets a little happy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sit here and try to preach like I'm some type of mass church guy. Right? No. Daddy gonna get his beak wet.
You gotta eat.
Yeah, but at least you know it's not gonna be one of those hoods where, you know, kids won't be happy to come back.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It sounds too. It don't sound like me, honestly. But it is like one of my ultimate goals. You know, I want it all.
Nah, I don't knock that. I don't knock that at all. Like the dude that says I'm not gonna get into investments and property and all that other stuff. You might be good for now, but you got to take care of yourself for generations, like your kids, your kids, and
it does. I got to listen to a lot of cool people. Got investment advice from
Gary V.
No. It's like Ivan.
Oh yeah, Ivan's into that.
Black
Yeah.
Energy, you know, shout out to them. You know,
Be starting soon.
Investment advice from him. I got investment advice from a couple other friends, and I just like sit back and I don't even talk. I just kind of like listen and pay attention to what everyone's doing. And I just realized one of the big things is like, if you really care about your family and your loved ones, you need to set them up in a way for them to eat after you're gone.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like, it's almost like selfish not to, you know? Like, no matter the situation, of course, everybody's situation is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
facts. I think our parents weren't taught that.
Yeah. All our situations bad, but like you need to know where's I said like 100,000 times, but you need to know that there's options. Right? Like I was saying, from the kids in the hood, they don't know there's options. They don't know that. I don't remember ever learning how to do like stock portfolios.
I still don't know how to do that. I still don't know.
Dude, just learning at an older age suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, we're not even told that it's important. You know?
Yeah.
Like I need to stop saying this goddamn word. It's killing me. Like,
which one?
Well, I keep saying like.
Oh.
It's driving me crazy. But you need to understand, like, there's no way your family will function if, let's just say, you are the breadwinner.
Yeah.
You die tomorrow. Like, you put your family in this whole
big predicament. They
gotta pay for first. They gotta pay for whatever bill so just say you got to the hospital. They gotta pay for that shit.
Yeah.
And they gotta pay for the casket, or if you're getting a funeral service, that's like $10,000, $12,000 right there, right? And then what? Now you're not there. There's no income coming in. So what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Kids still gotta eat. Your responsibilities is still here on this earth.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
You should be able to take care of your responsibilities even after you're gone.
Yeah. It is a crazy predicament. That's for sure. And that's when kids have to like drop out of high school because they got to get jobs. That's when they can't pursue like a higher paying education.
I have enough friends.
All that stuff.
You know?
Yeah.
I had enough of them. They don't. I stick to the whole education thing. I probably preached about it too many times, but I do stick to everyone need to learn a trade. And
Yeah.
if you don't know the trade, it's too easy to learn one now.
Yo, thank God.
Yo, word.
Thank
right?
God that
Word.
I took up carpentry, and look, because of that,
See what I'm saying?
I was able to do this.
Everything happens for a reason.
You take a skill, it's like you got to develop skills, man. That's something I didn't know in high school either. Like, you need a skill.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
So I used to be a CNA. Yo, shout out to you CNAs, man. I can't do it ever again. so CNA, you gotta change diapers. Right?
Oh yeah, you told me about this. Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? That got me so patient with my boys and my kids.
Oh yeah, you probably was
dude,
like,
I don't even think about it. I just be like, yeah, get out of here.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, this explains a lot actually.
Everything happens
because you be having the patience of like.
Oh man, that job taught
you
me
just be sitting
a
there.
lot of patience.
Because yeah, I can imagine.
But that place is scary, especially for men. If you work at nursing homes, it could be a little. Cause we're used for the strong stuff, like the 300-pound patients.
Oh wow,
that
yeah.
tough to move or whatever. We're mostly used for that.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's very tough.
I got a couple bones to pick with a few people about these elderly care. Yo, first off, let me get back to what I was saying before I go into that shit. So, it taught me patience. It got me like, when there's things you have to. It was a story I wanted to tell you. There you go. I remember my second day at a nursing home. Right, I was doing an overnight shift. Graveyard shift. I used to work there so much. They used to forget that I already did a double. You feel me? I used to be there so much that they used to forget. They'd be like, "Oh my God, it's against the law for you to do triples." I'm like,
"Oh crap!
You keep putting me on the schedule. Like, what do you want me to do?"
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go home. Do what? So that's how much they like. But this one lady, I was walking down my second day. This one lady, I was walking down the hallway, and she would just scream, "He raping me!"
Oh wow!
Yo, do you know my heart sank into my ass because they would told me in school that if you was in the room, it could get kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But I was outside the room. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's kind of just walking past. And he was like, "He's raping me, the black guy."
Oh like, wow!
I was like, damn. The nurse was like, I was like, wow. I was like, I'm frozen. It's just like, just come in. Sorry. I just want to make everybody know what my hands is. Like, and then when I came by the next time, she was like, "I love you. You're so pretty." It's like, I was like, "Yo, I'd be
bugged out.
I gotta stop working on this side." So I changed my side and went to a whole other section.
I think when I met you, you were doing the deliveries, weren't you?
Yeah, I was doing a
like organ delivery.
No, I was doing a late night job, organ delivery.
Oh no, that was Bebe from Real Point podcast.
He did organ delivery.
Yeah, so he would just sit in the hospital and wait, like he'd just be there on his phone.
So boring,
yeah, he liked it though, because only one day out of the week he'd have to work. Thank God. Imagine if it was every day. Like, that means damn people dying like crazy.
I worked at damn what was it? It was for private jets. Yeah, so people who have they have special jets that they get on.
Okay.
So, like Signature and
yeah,
I don't know if you know about the companies, right?
No, not for jets.
So
I wish I did.
It's aviator.
That sounds like high class. That's high class.
There's a way I can actually show you. There's a way to get on one, but I'll show you.
That's bougie right there.
Yeah, super bougie. But
yeah.
when you learn how to travel like me,
yeah.
figure it out. You figure it out. I can shoot you. But so I used to take that stupid drive from up here, upstate New York, PA sometimes, and I used to be doing the overnight shift. There have been so many times I almost took out a deer. And they used to give me this little small box car and shit. You know what I'm saying? Box car weighs nothing. Like the wind is just, and it was the winter. I remember the winter time. That shit almost pushed me off the road. Almost died at least 20 times driving.
Jeez.
And kept pushing. Almost fell asleep on the road like 17 times. Yo, it was a crazy job. I couldn't do that shit no more.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
So, when just for these bougie ass people to get on their fucking jet and eat cheese.
X-Man Damn in the chat.
What's happening, X-Man?
He said, Julin. Yeah, you can see it from that far. Damn, it's mad tiny, but X-Man X-Man Damn, I want you down here on the 16th.
Yeah, X-Man, get your shit together.
No, actually, I wanted to talk to you about something after the show, but I'll talk to you about it now. I'm gonna have a grand opening for the business on the 16th. Okay. So don't do no Valentine's go away with your wife.
How you gonna tell me not to do
you can't, because I want you to be a speaker.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna use the stage. I'm gonna have it like seminar style. The shit talkers will have a table, therapy, black image, and illest girls next door. And then I want you guys all to have a moment, speaking about podcasting, because it's gonna be people there that have never heard or understand what podcasting is. Oh. So I'm gonna use it as a platform for networking, and also to because it's gonna be a birthday party also, because my birthday is the same day. So my family's gonna be there. Okay. My friends, everybody close.
So you don't want us to embarrass you?
No, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
But like Marv let me in the studio. If I could touch his balls. And I really wanted to podcast.
I want to be excommunicated, bro.
I really want to be part of a podcast. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta sit on the couch. But
I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's a legit porn couch.
Yeah, it's like right over there.
It's right over there, and it is sketchy as
Jeps Arcade. What up, Jeps?
If this table wasn't here, it would be so sketchy.
Yeah, with these lights and everything, dimmed and everything too.
I would be here every Sunday, faithfully, on time.
But yeah, I want you to be a speaker, Ivan, like everybody that actually wants to speak.
I'll speak.
Yeah.
I'll tell them that.
There's gonna be food, wine, liquor. Is gonna.
Is it a nighttime thing or daytime thing?
I think it's gonna be from afternoon to night thing, because I can't fit more than like 30 people in that room at a time. So I'm gonna tell people to come. Bravery Con. Yo, that's not a bad name, X-Man Damn. Bravery Con.
16th of February.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now. I should have honestly announced it earlier. I should have announced it earlier. That's 1 week?
That's 1 week. Really?
No, it can't be. Today's the 3rd.
Today's the 3rd. It's next Saturday.
You're bugging me out. It's really only 1 week from today? Can't be.
Next Saturday, dog.
No way. Because I thought I had 2 weeks to promote. That might be too soon. I might have to pick a different day then.
Yeah, you might have to push it back.
Yeah, I just thought it would work out better if it was on my birthday, because that way I have more of a.
You can keep it on your birthday.
No, because I want to pick a day that's convenient for everything too.
Well, guys, shout out to you guys for hanging out with us on our shit.
We got Jeps and X-Man Damn in the chat. Jeps, you got to come through too. X-Man Damn. X-Man Damn could be a speaker. I'm gonna have the mic out there, lights, tables, food, maybe some music. Either like somebody from upstairs, they could play like something mellow, because it ain't gonna be like metal or nothing. Not that kind of show.
Oh, yeah, lo-fi, yo.
Yeah, some lo-fi. I'd rather just turn that on and put it on the speakers.
You might as well, dude. There's
right?
some really good ones, yeah. I don't care what anybody say. Lo-fi is the shit.
Oh no! It's 2 weeks, bro. Today's the 3rd. Next Saturday's the 9th.
What? Am I tripping?
Yeah. You had me bugged out. I was about to cancel this whole shit. I was like, there's always next year.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, it's two.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it's how my calendar was set.
You had me bugged out for a sec.
It's how my calendar.
You had me real bugged out.
I was just looking how it looks.
Podcast Con,
yo.
Not bad.
What made you start podcast?
Duke started it. Duke.
But what made you like? What you think it was a good idea? You were just like, go with the flow.
It wasn't supposed to be a business at first. When he did it, it was just a show. He had Speak Your Mind Radio and he interviewed rappers. Yeah. But then when we got to the island, I had a photography business and videography business together, and he was in there. He was recording in my studio. So then somebody moved from one of the other studios, the ones that when you got there, the one you guys were in. That guy moved out. He was a DJ, so he already had his room set up, sort of music fashioned. Duke moved in there, and then people started hitting up Duke. Yo, can I come and record there? So then that started happening. Then at first it was the Dark Hour was the first to come. Then I think the Real Point. Then the Happy Hour. Happy Hour didn't last that long. But then Duke started OTR. You came in the picture. Alex came in the picture. Anna, X-Man Dam, Darth. And then I don't know if you remember that we kind of got kicked off the island.
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
We got kicked off. Of course I remember.
Yeah, so it was a little freak out.
Stuff.
Yeah, it was everybody was freaking out. I was like, no, this is good. This is gonna motivate us to get something bigger and better. And I still agree with it. I think getting here was the thing. But when Duke got kicked out, he came to me first and he was like, yo, look, they just told me you're not gonna be able to be here after 7. All the podcasts are at 8. We got to go somewhere. And I think we need to team up so we could afford to, put it down, the security deposit and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah. He said, let's team up. Let's become joint partners and put our businesses together, because I was more visual guy. He was more audio. So together, I think we were able to pull off good things.
Nice, man.
J Talbot Hip Hop Remix Live. Yeah, I'm down for that. Wilding on the island. Yeah, we were like Nas, wilding on the island. We were young. Yo, we was getting drunk every night over there, and we was just.
I came hang with you guys like what, twice at nighttime.
Yeah, man. So. I don't blame the guy for like being a little bugged out. And then he called the Real Point podcast. Their people always were smoking weed on the island, always. And I was telling him like, yo,
it'd be a safe spot though.
It would look like it, but he got cameras everywhere.
Yeah, but why he's so tight though?
I don't know. I just tell people cross the bridge. I think if you cross the bridge, you're good. But he used to have people smoking there. Like they used to have people smoking there, like off the side or whatever. I remember there was these guys, 4 guys in a car. They were parked in front of Speak Your Mind Radio. Then they drove all the way to, where West Broadway is? There's like a little bar you can't drive from the island to the bridge. They parked there. Owner knocks on the door. Duke's not there. I'm there. And he's like, oh, where's Juan? Duke's real name. And I was like, oh, he's not here. He's like, well, why are these people coming from here parked over there smoking? And it was like 2 in the afternoon. And I was like, I was just frozen in place. I was like, I don't know if they're from here. And then Babette from Real Point came out. He's like, oh, my bad. It was my people. I told him to go over there. So he told me not to have him smoke here or whatever. And X-Man Dam kept screaming, it's not a scam. Yeah, X-Man Dam used to have a shit lit over there. X-Man Dam had the best catchphrases.
Yeah, hell yeah, of all times.
Best cat. I used to envy it. Like, I used to be like, damn, I wish I could make catchphrases like X-Man Dam. But yeah, that's how I got into podcasting, because Duke started it. Then we teamed up. He was already having cash flow. So obviously, like the fact that I had the photography business, I was making chump change because I was really doing gaming inside. Right. There was no real business going on. It was just me doing my YouTube channel. Yeah. But Duke had a business. It was obvious. Like, if we teamed up, that'd be great for me and for him. So when we teamed up, that's how I got into podcasting. It wasn't really my business to begin with, but it worked out in a way that benefited all of us.
Everything happens for a reason, man.
Yeah, because the synergy was great. Yeah, like when we all had YouTube channels, we was all looking at our numbers. I felt like between OTR, Villainy, and the Real Point podcast was like a rivalry, because we'd be so close in numbers. I remember when we all hit 500 and we were like, yo, who's going to be the first one to break? Who's the first one going to break 1,000? Or when we all got to 100, I think Villainy broke 100. No, OTR. I'm wrong again. Real Point broke 100 first. And I was just like, damn, how they did that. And then I followed up. I broke 100 and OTR broke 100. And then when we got to 500, I think again Real Point got to 500 mad quick. And I was like, damn, they kicking ass right now. They were doing 3 shows a week, 3 different interviews. Damn. So it was like, damn, I wish I could do more shows. But then OTR did it, and then after the 500, it just got harder and harder. We got to 7 on Villainy.
Like, once you get to that type of likes, it gets a little tough.
The Real Point stagnated at 5. OTR got like to 700. I think I got like to 600. And after that, that's when my crew started like doing other things, and it got a little harder to do it. And I was doing it solo for a long time. But that's when I moved over to Twitch, so then subscribers didn't even matter no more. Right. Like, and it's just the beginning. Yeah, this is still just the beginning, so it's hard. I don't have that much history to talk about yet. Like, that's pretty much the whole history right there, and it's not a lot.
Definitely. That's not bad. It's not a bad history.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
how things fall into your lap sometimes, you know. Like
Yeah.
you didn't think about it yourself, and then boom.
It was good that when I started doing videography, Duke was still rapping. So the first music video I made was for him. And after that, because we knew each other from high school, but we ain't chill in high school. Like I used to see him in the hallway. But he on Facebook, I saw that he was rapping, so I contacted him like, "Yo, let's do a video, whatever." So we linked up, and that's when we became real cool.
Right.
And that's when I got the studio on the island, he was the first one I called. I was like, you know, it's $500 a month. Maybe let me get somebody to split this with me. And he bought the podcasting over there. And yeah, and then after that, he got his own studio. Then we teamed up again, and we actually teamed up as a business together.
Right.
And then they brought us here. So yeah, it was great. Yeah, and then just think about all the people we met because of that.
Yeah, man.
Like shit. Fucking shit. It's just crazy.
That's how the world works.
I wasn't even that cool with Pete until Villainy. I was bugging out listening to Pete on your show yesterday or last week.
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
He is. He can't be on a PG show. That's why when I started to clean up a little bit, Pete can't.
Yeah.
He won't be able to. Like I like wilding out.
It drove me nuts when we were like, it was like, oh man, we need to like clean up our act. I was like, but I'm not clean.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's never.
Yeah.
I remember we used to always have this conversation. Like, I'm just like, dude, I'm not a clean person. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I understand now. Maybe I pushed it a little too hard before, even with Duke. But I think that now I think I've grown a bit to understand that there's niches for everything. So there's a niche for like the PG stuff. There's a niche for the rated R stuff. Even like when they released Deadpool, that could be rated R, but because he's owned by Disney, now they're making a PG-13 version.
Right.
Because Disney's thing has always been like the family friendly stuff. And
we're not doing PG-13 Deadpool. It's not happening.
It came out already.
Did it? How the numbers do?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it.
Yeah, I
but
guarantee you, it just look like garbage.
It probably does.
Nobody's trying to be on a PG-13 Deadpool.
But I think for me, I've kind of like toned down a lot from the rated R stuff. Because at first in Villainy, when we was doing the podcast, yo, people used to walk out of the room crying. I think J Kid used to walk out of there hurt. DX used to be hurt.
Word?
They told DX they was gunning him on the podcast because we had the burn.
Oh yeah, I remember
chat.
You had the burn chat.
So they would make fun of us the whole night while we're talking about video game news. So one day they told DX that he looks like the guy from Crazy Taxi. You know, the guy in the box.
Oh man, that's fucking.
And DX was just hurting. DX walked.
I guess to get burned every night will be a fucking problem.
At first it was
Like,
cool, but
it's cool for like a good
it got too much though. It got too much.
It's gonna have to escalate.
Yeah, it started escalating. That's when I realized we probably can't do this for much longer.
That's kind of why I kind of took down. I don't know if I took down the chat. I was like, the chat has.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
I was like, because the more and more shit we start talking and people start getting involved, I was like, the worse it's gonna look.
Yeah,
it just.
And
then YouTube kept blocking half the fucking.
Yeah,
comments that was
yeah.
coming in. We had some funny ass stuff coming in, and we couldn't even like show it. We had to unblock it manually. That's what we used to.
That's kind of why I kind of like turned to more of a PG kind of guy because of stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't want.
I know you don't have to be.
I don't want YouTube to dictate what the fuck.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. But in my case, it was a little worse because they used to make fun of us live, and J Kid is a great guy, but he walk out of there kind of hurt. All of us used to walk out of there kind of hurt sometimes, and it wasn't a good feeling.
Yeah. More Mills just sent me she's a porn star.
Oh, nice. Hey, say no more.
I don't know why.
Villainy Chronicles.
I got porn stars.
X-Man Dan said the most fun he had in Jersey was meeting all you guys and doing dope video podcasts. Yeah, definitely. Oh man, J Kid had these glasses. They were like neon lit, like they were like 80s retro glasses. They had like a little battery pack. You turn them on, all these lights come on. And J Kid used to lose a lot in fighting games. So somebody in the chat was like, "Yo, J Kid, your glasses are powered by L's," and J Kid just like. You just heard like a little like hiss, like, and I was like, "Whoa!"
That is fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was painful. It was painful, It was really
God,
painful.
yo.
So I knew it was gonna have to end.
Alex used to try to be like, yo, we should go on. I'm like, yo, if they come, I was like, here's the issue. I was like, I want to go on. I really do. I was like, and I really want to go up there and talk shit with them. I was like, but here's the problem. That could follow us to our channel.
Yeah.
So,
It was a little bit following.
Yeah,
Some people, Bob Tastic, you remember Bob Tastic?
I was cool with all that. I was cool.
Bob was wilding. Bob was wilding.
I liked all that.
He was
a little shit talking is cool.
Pac-Man used to talk so much shit.
You know what? I don't have a problem. Actually, it's the real shit talkers. If you want me to talk shit in the comments, I don't care. I just don't. For me personally, it was hard to, with it coming down. Like we was having a conversation about something, and you see the feed coming down. You have to notice like somebody said, I don't know, Pac-Man said, "Yo, Matt neck look like turkeys." I don't know, some shit like that. He said some crazy shit like that. I would see it in the middle of something serious that we were talking about.
It'll cross you up, yeah.
And I'd be like, damn, I'm bad enough. I stutter over my own damn words. You think I need help?
We had Hiffle. You know in Dragon Ball Z when Goku fell off the snake way?
Yeah.
And he fell in Hiffle because it was censored. In America, they didn't want to use the word hell.
Yeah.
So they turned it into Hiffle.
I remember.
So we made a Hiffle little box on our screen. And if you pissed us off too much, you'd go to Hiffle. And Pac-Man's name was in Hiffle for like 2 years straight. Because Pac-Man was so annoying. And you know what I'm talking about in real life, right? Yeah. Oh, man. He talks so much shit. DX to this day still hates him.
Shout out to Pac-Man. He's a funny dude, yo.
He is.
Yeah.
He be saying funny shit on social media. I see him a lot.
Funny.
I definitely see him a lot.
Oh, God. Yeah. Got him stuck.
Pac-Man. I'd love to run into Pac-Man again these days. Because he used to talk so much online. And then he'd come to the studio. He would come by once in a while. We'd invite him, like, because he's around. And he'd be quiet. And they were like, yo, you're an internet thug. DX called him an internet thug.
Oh, my God, yo.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Sean told me I snatched him up one time in a van.
It wasn't me.
Oh,
I wasn't there.
And scared the shit out of him. Because Sean was on the podcast one time. Pac-Man was talking his shit. And then Sean was like, "Yo, you don't want me to do this again to you." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he told us the story.
Yeah, he got snatched up.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
They just jumped out of a van and snatched him. He thought it was like ISIS or something.
Yeah, I think that was the time when the other Sean was working for Verizon or something like that. He had a Verizon van.
Oh, wow.
We snatched him up in a Verizon van.
Wait, so you was there?
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Allegedly. Yeah, what you talking about?
All right, man. All right. I don't know nothing, officer.
I don't know nothing, yeah. But yeah, that was crazy time. Yeah, with me, it was let's see, weird stuff happened. I got him back to Jersey, met this chick, boom, 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 had a baby.
When you started TRST, you was already with her?
Yes, and no, and yes again.
Gotta love those answers.
Yeah, so yeah, we was together.
Oh, the clown hunting, yeah.
Yeah, but it was difficult. We was going through some times in town. It was cool. Whatever. We went through it. We came out strong.
It happens, right?
It happens. Whatever. But we because of that, and I was looking for an outlet because I did a lot of fighting, and I was like, my brain was just going crazy, and I couldn't concentrate even when it came down to fighting. Couldn't concentrate anymore. Like I just had too much stuff spinning in my head, going downhill, and then I was just like, "Yo, you like wrestling? Come to OTR." I was like, "I ain't going to OTR." I was like, "What do you gotta do? Talk." I was like, I played around with that idea for like 3 weeks. And
wow.
I was like, all right, I guess.
There was like 6 of y'all in that little room.
Yo, we was like so packed deep. Yo, we was sitting there like this. There's everybody on like 2 people.
Oh my god! Y'all share a camera. There'd be little squares. Like
it was dope because we would just talk crazy about wrestling.
Yeah,
It was just nuts. It got to a point where we were just like, I don't know. It was like I would say something, he'd throw me the alley oop, and I'll say something crazy on top of it. Like it was just fun after a while. So I was like, all right. So then, dude was like, y'all meshed together. Why don't you just do a show?
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, oh, man, I work at night. You know what I mean? I come here because it's my day off that day. And I
Yeah, you be sounding like Danny Glover sometimes,
you know
bro.
I mean?
Too old for this shit.
Too old for this shit, yo. But then it was like, and then one day I was just like, me and Alex was talking on the phone, and I was like, yo, we say all this crazy shit. We should just put a mic in front of us, see what happens, right? He was like, yo, I mean, can't hurt. Man, if it sucks, we just shut it down, right? I was like, yeah, you shut it down. And then boom, fast forward, we like 2 years deep.
Yeah.
2 years deep. The guy that I didn't even want to do the show. I didn't even want to do the show. And I got
What got you to OTR? What made you want to do that?
I like wrestling. I like wrestling a lot more.
But you ever did podcasting before that?
No.
Damn, so
I spoke before. Like I used to do like plays and shit when I was like in high school. But at the same time, okay, here's some crazy stuff. Truthfully, I was because of incidents that happened to me at that time, I was really closed. Like I said, my brain was going through like a whole lot of shit, and I was trying to, and then people who know about just depression, overanalyzing, things like that.
Yeah.
If you know about that stuff, then you know what happens to your brain. It's firing all the time, and you know what to do. So, I was really closed off. I didn't talk to people, right? So I didn't know how to, and I started running a kickboxing thing. I was running a kickboxing thing before then, but it started dying out, and so I started feeling like, oh, maybe I don't know how to communicate with people properly. So I was like, well, if I do this show, I could hear how I communicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of almost like a way of like analyzing myself, like see how I sound, communicating with a group of people I don't know. Like, so when I got in it, so I was like, all right, well, I should work on that a little bit, you know what I mean? So I kept talking, and then and then Alex at the time, he was just like, yeah, just keep coming on, talk. Duke said it was cool, boom, boom. And then after a while, it started sounding like the conversations me and him would have on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So it started sounding like it was just easily flowing out of my mouth. So I was like, all right, cool. So I kind of almost used podcasting to kind of help me teach better and teach and train people better, and then be able to communicate and be able to enunciate my words, so people can understand the things that I'm saying, what type of workouts we need to do, how we need to position our body, stuff like that. Because you need to be very clear on how you communicate that when someone's having like a freaking, if they're 140 pounds and they got a 200-something pound dump barbell on their back.
You're tenured now, bro, in podcasting.
I am.
I think of everybody that misses shows, I think you've missed the least amount of
dude, I'm
of TRST episodes.
I just try to put the work in.
Oh, you did take a break, and I think that's when Jubebug came in.
I did. I took a month.
Yeah,
I took a month off. I squirmed for a whole month. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah.
I got really squirmy out. But I had to take that month.
But for the most part, after that, I think it's been nonstop.
Yeah.
You missed like one. You took a day off once, I think, since that month.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how it was.
I took one day off, and that was the beginning of this year.
Yeah. So damn, that's your tenured, bro.
I took 2 days off.
That's still nothing.
Yeah,
that's still like almost nothing.
Yeah, because I got married.
Oh yeah, that happened. X-Men Damn says thanks for not deleting Villainy Games YouTube. I'll be on there.
Yo, shout out.
Yeah, man, I didn't want to get rid of it.
I got on there the other day.
For real?
Yeah, man. Sometimes I check it out, see what it's about, y'all.
It was wild times.
Funny,
2016 was a great year. That's when I met all you guys, and that's when we all started our podcast. That was because that's why I put on this. It's 2016. Bravery Studios didn't start in 2016, but we got started.
Got started.
That was us.
That was Speak Your Mind.
Yeah.
With the brain.
Yeah.
Microphone in his hand.
I still got the banner. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up in the office.
Yeah, you should put like a little.
Just for like memorial.
Yeah, frame it or whatever. Put it up.
It's a banner, so it has the little circle rings on it. So I might just pin it.
Nah, just keep it clean.
That too. I just gotta find the frame.
Yeah,
Gotta get a frame for stuff.
It's easy work.
that's next. That room is gonna look a lot better soon. It's gonna look a lot better.
I put this big ass survey online and people said don't cut my beard.
Of course.
Because if you go back to the original episode, you see my beard long, you see my beard thing. I was told not to cut it because it offends a lot of guys who can't grow beards. So
true. If you got a beard, you gotta use it.
That's what
I don't get
my friends online told me. They was like, "Yo, it offends us."
Word.
Like, right,
I never tried, but I don't think I could grow like
facial?
full. Like I get the little, but you got it thin. It's thin.
It's because puberty miss certain parts.
Yeah, right. That's what happens.
You're not grown here.
Yeah.
You're not grown.
I know. Yeah, I get told that.
Remember when you was younger? You're Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So, remember this funny ass? They used to say if you shave, like say if you was trying to get the beard,
yeah,
or whatever. If you shave your face and then go eat Gucci,
it'll grow.
It'll grow.
Yeah. We used to say crazy shit.
Yeah, I used to say that all the time.
We used to tell chicks if you do anal, it'll make your butt bigger.
If you do anal, it makes your butt bigger.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we had some crazy science. We had some crazy science.
Yo, you guys are funny as hell. That's hilarious.
Crazy science, bro. Crazy science.
What's one of the most funniest shit that you ever heard when it came down to like old myths or something someone said?
This ain't even a myth, but one of my friends went up to a girl. And we were like freshmen, so he went up to like a senior. And he was like, "Yo, do you And she's like, "Ew, no, that's disgusting." And he's like, "What? You don't brush your teeth? Oh, you're fucking nasty." And it was just we was like kids. We was immature as hell. That was just
super immature.
That is like the most hilarious. And her calling it disgusting now seems even immature. Like, "Ew, no." She just grossed out. Like,
that is immature.
Yeah.
I have a problem with women who suck.
But as far as myth goes,
that sounds insane. How's it 2019 and you don't give?
Well, she was a senior. When you're a freshman, you think seniors are adults.
All right. Okay.
Seniors are still kids.
Talk about like, let's just say adults.
Oh, you mean in adults?
I was following this page that I'm not gonna mention.
Okay.
And there's women. Women and men who believe giving head is disgusting.
When I was in Jamaica, nobody was like. But
unless they're rosters, you'd be alright.
They be bullshitting. Yeah, man. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any problem with oral sex.
And the guys who it's like people getting weird though. Like now, guys like their ass.
Yeah, but I think everything that's a taboo, everything they tell people not to do, people will start wanting to try it.
But
it sucks.
That's way too risky.
This dude's getting dildos in their ass.
Too risky. No, what? See?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You know why? Because they got their ass licked. If you don't play around back
it's a gateway drug.
I've been saying this. Oh my god.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Envy was on the radio and he said that he lets his wife put on a dildo and
he gets pegged? No way.
I might be wrong.
No way.
I didn't hear it from the source.
No way.
I've heard other people tell me that he said that. I've heard other people tell me that he said that.
If this is real, please.
If X-Man Dame or Jeps knows, let me know.
Yeah, please let me know.
But I've heard people tell me that Envy's okay with it. And he says it's not. It's my wife. We're married for 20 years. We experiment.
Yo, this makes me. I'm sorry. I'm getting very uncomfortable.
I might be completely wrong. So
I get kind of uncomfortable. It's. I don't know, man. It's a gateway.
It is, and I think if he co-signs it, I think people will try it also.
Relax. Whatever happened, just to good old vagina.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I mean, for my heteros. I mean,
well, maybe we try.
Rules for you if you're not a hetero. But
we're having sex younger, are we, or not? Because I know we're having less kids this generation.
Yeah, this generation is less kids.
But I think we're having sex younger. Maybe we try everything too young.
Maybe.
And then it's like you hit 50, 40. How old is Envy? 40?
I think he's in his 50s.
Yeah, he's that old?
Yeah, I think he's old.
Dang, he looks like a kid.
Maybe. If I'm wrong, then my bad.
All right.
So?
Well, you hit You hit 45. Let's give him 45.
Yeah,
You hit 45, and
definitely
then
like young though. I like it.
you hit 45, and then you've probably done everything already. Like what was the DJ that got caught with a tranny, and all these other famous people that got caught with trannies.
What was that? I know that thing. Was that Grandmaster Flash? No.
It was an old DJ.
It was a very old DJ.
He used to work with Biggie. I want to say Mr. C. Was it Mr. C?
I think so.
All right.
You might be right on that one.
All right. So yeah, they caught him with a tranny, and then they threw that shit under the rug.
Well, was he with the tranny? Like, was he with, or was he just like in the same area?
I don't know all the details. I just know the next time I heard him on the radio, it was just like gone.
That gotta suck. Because if you're a rapper or something like that, right? And let's just say you just ended up catching a cab. You know what I mean? In New York, you know what I'm saying? And then you can't control the person that you with and share the seat.
Yeah,
with, you know and
yeah.
they catch you coming out the cab, and there's the next person coming out the cab too.
Yeah,
So that could be that.
That could be that.
Happen. So that could.
They caught him in a cab with a tranny.
And now you online trying to be like, oh, I was just only catching the cab.
I know more details about Eddie Murphy's situation. He picked up a tranny in his own car, and he said he told the cop he was giving him a ride home.
He got so many kids. He probably get bored.
Yeah, because he definitely loves women.
Like that.
Like, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
He had Scary Spice. He smashed Scary Spice from the Spice Girls.
Seen his daughters?
They bad? Really? I wouldn't even put it. I wouldn't even think. Celebrity kids are usually ugly.
These girls are crazy looking.
Really? Oh wait, no. Eminem's daughter's pretty bad too.
Oh, who's that?
Haley.
Haley?
Yeah.
I used to love that song. Haley song?
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit.
X-Men Dan said envy gay. Simple words. Yeah.
I mean, this is just my honest opinion. Alright? This is just my opinion. I feel like if you getting fucked, doesn't that mean
I don't think there's gonna be straight gay in the next years.
I think
it ain't gonna be.
It's getting blurry. We're not gonna know what it is.
Yeah, because we got all these terms.
You're probably gonna have to start stating your terms of sex before you have sex. Excuse me, ma'am, before we even have sex, let me show you my contract.
Yeah.
First off, I don't do this. No, we don't play with animals. I don't want to do that one either.
It's way too blurry, bro. And
I just want the basic package.
Everyone has these titles to what they do, and we're supposed to just know, or they get offended.
How do you say all the new pronouns now? Like, what if you just want to classify them as, like.
Bro, how do I have a casual conversation?
If it's a men and women in the same area, right? If it's all men, all women, and we just assume that they don't have any reproduction surgeries or nothing like that, and they like to be called, see how hard this is becoming, and they like to be called man, woman, right?
Yeah.
We could say they or them to them, right? We can say they and them to
them. You could.
So how do you say what would be represented as they or them to the Z's and Zers and Zuchis and dragons and fairies?
It's getting complicated. It's getting way too complicated.
I think it's all because we're too relaxed as a country. I think we don't got. I've been playing with this because I've been listening to a lot of conquering history about like Genghis Khan and conquerors.
Damn, you really want to take over your block?
No, it's not. I'm not trying to take it over in like some weird way where
I was picturing you with like a Roman armor.
I don't want no goons and none of that. I don't want none of that.
In the chariot.
I'm trying to. I want to save the place. It's different.
If you guys see Matt on the block with a chariot,
I want everyone to have businesses. I just want. No, just joking. But yeah, I want everybody to have businesses. I just want.
Yeah.
Anyway, but or at least be the start of something, right? But what if? Now you threw me off. You fucked me up.
Okay, no. So how you call it? What was our point?
What the fuck I was saying?
You were studying. You were studying conquerors
and all that good stuff. And I was thinking about. Let's talk about sex, wasn't it?
I think some of them are gay, right? Or there's because we were talking about genders and.
But what do you classify them as? What do you classify the Zims or Z's usually?
I don't know. Do what you got to do. I don't know. I know that back then, at least with the Roman and the Greeks, they looked at men's sex, having sex with each other, as higher than women, which is bugged out.
The Romans.
It either was Romans or the Greeks. I don't know.
You know, what was it? Greeks back in like, they used to, the Michelangelo stuff is a reason why they all have small penises.
Why?
They used to actually see huge penises as savagery, and men of honor and sustenance do not have these things because most of their energy is in their brain. So that's why I'm not even joking.
They must have ran into black people back then and not.
They ran into a tribe and it was like, what in the fuck is that?
Yeah, and they was just jealous.
Nah. They live in trees. We live in buildings.
They were just jealous.
Definitely.
That's what it was.
There's a there's a small movement. It's not even called a real movement, but that they believe slavery started because they found that the men had big dicks. It's a real movement though, but there was like they went to a tribe and they wanted to control these men who had members that were great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's where they saw women too. I can't imagine being a European having all these.
Imagine, real quick.
And then you see a woman walking around in rags with just a body like Beyonce walking around.
Just imagine you just never seen nothing but milk your whole life.
Word. And then
your whole life, and
you see thick.
And it's always been, and those women, right? They always
been voluptuous.
No.
And
the women in Europe, they wasn't all voluptuous.
Oh no, not Europe.
They used to tie their body up.
Yeah.
And make them body looks voluptuous.
Of course. And there'd be like sticks in it and all this other crazy shit. Yeah.
They found women in the jungle who looked like that naturally.
Word.
They probably and then it was like, oh, they getting fucked by that?
Yeah.
Now we gotta take them in the
take
them in the boat
and
get all these women around these.
I just can't imagine, bro.
It's not funny, but like I would think.
I can't imagine, bro. They definitely, and the foods and everything. Just not even like the sex stuff. Like all the natural things from the people, the tribal people.
Yes.
They went over and they saw all these things these people had and they didn't know the value of it. I think they went to Mexico, and they traded them gold for like, I don't know, some dumb shit. Like money or something like that, and it was like so much gold, and the Mayans or whatever they are didn't even know the value of gold, so they just gave it to them.
Yeah. They said like the Mayans and the Aztecs had like tons of gold because like it was. Like,
I don't think they had currency. I don't think they had like.
Yeah, I think their version of currency was something else.
Yeah, so they said, "You want gold? That's just everywhere. Just take it."
They had mines and shit.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. Dog.
Yeah, so like they definitely just took advantage, but that's what bugs me out about the mindset of Europeans, because I think that's the only place in the world back then that there was this mentality of I don't want to say conquering because we all had that, of like I guess a class system, because you could be above someone else, whereas if like you was a Native American or you were in some other country that was still tribal. Like you had your captain of your group, but there wasn't like everybody split up into like 10 different groups of like, this guy makes this much money, this guy makes that much money. It was just the captain, the tribe.
It's all about notability.
Like, exactly. Yeah. The Europeans had this system of like nobility where here's the king, here's the nobles.
We're almost like that now. Well, we're like that now.
We are like that now.
Yeah, so you still, because there's like the president and people who fall underneath the president, and then.
Yeah. We have so many classes. We got upper middle class, lower middle class. But back then, it's just the captain of the tribe, the warriors, the wives.
I feel like the animal part of us is trying to get back to the tribal lifestyle. That's why you see a lot of people trying to escape.
Yeah.
The internet. But then there's another part of us, let's just say the European taught, that wants to keep going forward in the system. Yeah,
definitely, bro. And that's why we all want a zombie apocalypse, because we just want to go back to that not having cell phone shit.
I was saying that before. Like I was looking at the
people want it.
Yeah, people like I was looking at what was that, Walking Dead, There's something appealing about it.
Yeah.
I know it's very dark.
Everybody thinks they can survive it.
It's very dark. Everyone thinks they survive.
Everybody think they can survive it.
Everybody think they can survive it.
Even though they sitting on their ass watching Netflix all day. Like, yeah.
My people know where to find me at. Okay? They know where to find me at.
They all think they can survive. And we want it. Everybody wants it.
They only move at certain miles an hour, so I should be able to...
They got their little plan.
I'm going down to the police station to get guns. And what happened when we run out of bullets, son?
Yeah. We're going to run out of bullets in the first month.
And then you got this goddamn built assassin that's been taught by this different arts with just a goddamn axe.
Word.
Nah, but
you're going to have to worry about the humans more than the zombies.
Hey, and I know how to live outside. Oh, yeah.
That's who really wins in the zombie apocalypse. The people who know how to grow their own food.
The homeless ones.
The
homeless gonna win. They're gonna take over.
This shit ain't nothing new.
I'm like, what? Oh, fucking zombies! Please, I drink with that guy.
Yeah. That's homie right there.
What are you talking about? I got 5 of them in the house.
Yeah, word.
That's interesting,
Yeah.
Homeless.
They're definitely
gonna win. They're gonna take over.
Definitely.
It's gonna be a reset.
And then they're gonna have their own little kingdoms. You see those dumpsters over there? Everything beyond that is your kingdom. It's
you're gonna be holding up the alley cat. Everything beyond this is your kingdom, fossil. Like,
word.
Like this one we following? We following this guy.
Word. So, and X-Men then says nobody's gonna survive R. Kelly. What you said is funny. I'm just thinking about now celebrities in the zombie apocalypse. Which one of them is gonna survive?
Nah,
I don't think
them to follow.
I don't think none of them is gonna make it.
No.
They're too pampered.
I think I'm gonna have to. Me and my wife, we're gonna have the real conversation about how this monogamy thing's gonna have to work out.
You have to repopulate the earth.
I gotta repopulate. I gotta give my seed to the world. So I'm gonna have to take some of these. What happens if a zombie? I seen this thing called Zombie Baby. Ever seen this?
I seen one in a movie.
It's like a movie or something.
Yeah.
Like what happens really if you fucked a zombie? Like just say she just turned, you cut off her arms. This got really bad.
Yeah.
This got really dark.
Yeah, really bad.
I do not support rape. But what if a zombie, okay, and she gone, so she technically died, right? You cut off her arm, her leg, she was stuck.
How long she been a zombie for?
She been a zombie for 20 minutes.
Okay. No, it's not bad. Because, they rot over time, so
that something, right?
You just do what you got to do.
Do you still become a zombie yourself? Is it like, is becoming a zombie fluid related? Or
well, that's what I was going to ask you, because you probably know more than I do.
So what have
you worked in some kind of medical field. Do women really, do men really absorb the fluids of women?
There is really an exchange.
There he is.
There really is an exchange of
So we really get it too, because I never really understood how.
Well, you also got to remember you got a urethra. You know what I'm saying? We got the little pee.
And it's just like skin absorbing?
That's it. Yes, your skin does.
Yeah.
It's about to get real hippy dippy.
Yeah, yeah.
I know how much. Oh, we got time.
Yeah.
So it's got real hippy dippy. For a show that I thought was only gonna last like 40 minutes.
No, we went in.
But yeah. When you have sex with a woman.
Yeah.
Or whoever. Yeah. Or your imaginary girlfriend or robot that you got at the crib. Anyway, when you have sex with her, there is an exchange of energy. There is really an exchange of fluids and all that stuff. But women take it more.
Yeah, that's how I figured.
Women take it more. And this could be proven.
It's visually proven.
Yeah, it's visually.
I mean, obvious.
But it could be proven that women definitely absorbs more. So which that comes into play.
So
like when women definitely would have most of the emotions and stuff behind sex.
Yeah.
Because
they absorb more.
Yeah, they absorb more, so that means we have to give more, right?
And they expect more of us. Yes.
But we can't.
But we can't. Yeah.
But women do gotta take in everything else. They gotta take in the baby. Because we have to give a baby. Like, we have to give a seed to grow a baby.
Yeah, thanks. Right? Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being a man and having to give birth. I kill myself. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what?
Nah, yeah. If I was a man and I had to give birth,
You kill yourself.
Drive a stake through my fucking skull. There's no thing. Where would it come out of?
It just wouldn't happen in general. It just wouldn't be able to happen.
Can you imagine a head coming out of your dick, son?
We're not built to carry things like.
No, not with any of this.
We're not. We were talking about having sex with a zombie, and then it got real intelligent, and then it got real not intelligent again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, there is an exchange of fluids. There's an exchange of energy.
So then to go back to it, you have less chance of turning into a zombie if you have sex with a female zombie.
But that's what I'm thinking about. It's still fluid on your body, right?
But it's a less chance.
Your body still absorbs it in some type of way.
Oh, well, X-Men then said, what if she's a squirter, the zombie?
What if that squirts out like Alien? You know what I mean?
Oh.
And now you gotta burn and shit. Now you gotta fight through a burn.
I'm not gonna attempt it anymore.
Nah, I think I gotta fight through the burn because once you start, you can't stop. You know what I mean? Like, you're already dedicated. You're already dedicated in this zombie coach. Like, it makes no sense. Like,
but what if once you got a taste for it, you're just like, fuck it, I'll just...
taste of it?
Not physically. No, you're not going down on the zombie. No.
I meant draw the line on something.
I meant like, once you do it once, you're like, I don't mind doing it again. I don't mind doing it again.
But nah, yeah, I don't know. You have to. What if you wear condoms? Does that up your chances of not being a zombie? I'm just trying.
How strong are condoms, yo? Really though?
Not that strong.
Because you can swallow them and shit them out, so. They can survive stomach acids.
I think they could swallow and
because women carry drugs across or anybody.
I mean, it's rubber, and your body's not gonna absorb that. Your body can't. There's nothing it can do with it, so it's gonna shit it out.
I'm just thinking if it's strong enough to survive stomach acids, maybe it can survive like the zombie infections.
I can't imagine having like drugs sliding through my gut while I'm trying to I gotta take a shit, and then I gotta fish through my shit.
Oh, did you see that movie, Mary Full of Grace?
Yeah.
She just had a shit in the airplane. She shit out the drugs and swallowed it again.
Oh,
that was just brutal. It was just brutal.
Man, let me tell you guys something. This is bullshit.
They pay those women. They pay those women good.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah,
that's gross.
Yeah.
So, can you imagine? You know how much money you would have to pay me to not only take a shit. I just to take a shit of some stuff out and I gotta go fishing through it, but to swallow it again just to make sure I don't get cut. Nah, so that price just tripled, quadrupled anyway.
Yeah, dude.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Can't do it. How the fuck did we get to that conversation?
It started with zombie sex. I don't know how I got to all this other stuff, but
shit talkers, yo. This shit just goes everywhere.
Shit just goes everywhere, yeah.
Marv came through, told us about his beginnings. You know what I mean? Saved me. I was actually gonna do the show Dolo, but I didn't want to. Okay? Because I came in and I was like, man, I don't know how this shit gonna work out today. I wasn't even prepared.
I was trying to convince him to take a day off. Look at that.
I don't take days off.
No days off.
Don't take days off unless it's very important. Like, it's very important. My wife hates it. She says that she hates I don't take days off. Well, I don't take days off. All right? Nothing comes to you without constant consistency.
Yeah.
All right? And I feel like if I linger on anything, I'm going to fall off. So I don't take days off. I treat this almost like it's a job. So I'm as dedicated to this for you as much as I'm hopefully you're dedicated to it as you know. As me.
Yeah, I don't take days off in the studio either, so I shouldn't be telling people to take days off.
Yeah, I don't take them.
X-Man damn said cocaine's one hell of a drug.
Cocaine is one hell of a drug. I never took cocaine before, and any hard drugs scares the shit out of me. You ever took cocaine? Mm-hmm. You had cocaine?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? There's a piece of me that goes, God, touch it. But no, I'm not.
No, it's a numbing feeling. It's a little bit hyper too, cause it's an upper. So
since you're always up at night doing like work and stuff, you ever took like Adderall?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that?
That. You ever saw Limitless?
Yes.
I swear to God, the guy that made Limitless took Adderall.
What's the come down like?
It's horrible. It's horrible. You want one again right after you're done with it. The immediate second, like you start feeling the come down, because the climb is fast and the come down is faster. So the minute you're done with one, you want another. But thank God I don't really have like
It's like an energy depleting thing. Like you just don't have it.
Yeah, it just.
My friend told me that he takes.
You know, cartoons when something's like a computer turns off.
My friend said he takes like B12 right afterwards.
Nah.
But he was like, just to bring him back.
I'm not a real like drug
levels.
like person, so like I did it because of school and work Adderall, like only because of that, and then I never felt like the inclination to try it again.
But it is
or
it's
keep
prominent
continuing.
in schools.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's crazy. The focus is like it's like cone vision. Like
I talked to certain professors, and they're just like, dude, if you're now in college, if you're not taking it, you're probably gonna get left behind.
it's just gonna be a weird dependency.
I'm not gonna say the professor that told me that because he probably get in trouble.
Yeah, definitely don't. But it's gonna be a weird dependency. Like, yo, you build a dependency on that, then you're screwed, man. Because taking that every day.
To have a test like every week or something like that, that gotta be so stressful.
I agree, but damn, to build a dependency on that's the epidemic. That's why we got a pill epidemic. Because when I took it, I slept like the whole next day. Like I couldn't even get up. So I can imagine somebody in school that takes it, has class the next day, so they take it again because they're so tired.
Yeah.
And just like, whoa, that's horrible to do that to yourself. So yeah, but I don't have any shame about trying things. But I definitely, thank God I don't have that addictive personality where like, oh, one time I tried it, I want to need it again. Like I need more. No, I'm content with like, I experienced it, but I don't feel the urge to come back to anything like that. Thank God, bad enough that I'm willing to try some things. Because I think being a crackhead or something like that is genetic.
I think it's genetic.
I think so, because you'll put your hand in fire and you'll pull it right out because your fight or flight mechanic kicks in. So like if you think of crack like fire, like this guy put his hand in fire and something didn't tell him to move his hand back. And the only thing that could be is a genetic thing.
You think so? Yeah,
because why else would you not pull your hand back if you're holding it over fire?
The older I got, the more patient I became with people with addictive personalities.
It's almost everyone.
If you have an addictive personality, like which is most like half of the population or whatever, you're going to like crack or hard drugs are more easy for you to get hooked onto. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're always trying to get that feel good feeling, no matter what it is. So if you have an addictive personality, that means you're always looking for that feel good feeling. You know? Me personally, like I never been addicted to anything. Like and there's a lot of bad in that, and there's a lot of good in that too. So like when it comes down to like drugs and things like that never like bothered me. Like if I would pick up, like some people, they pick up a cigarette, instant hook. If I picked up a cigarette, I won't see another one in another 45 years. Right?
Cigarettes are the worst.
Yeah.
Cigarettes, I think anything that's socially accepted is bad.
But nicotine is a nootropic too.
Yeah.
If you do it correctly.
Yeah.
There's no correct way of smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Let's just be straight on. That's just full of a lot of shit. But if you took a little bit of nicotine, it's a nootropic, and it allows your brain to. That's why when people after they like, oh, I gotta take a cigarette break, and they come back and they're just ready to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's because it actually helps your brain fire on.
That would explain a lot. That would explain a lot.
But now you don't need that because they actually have supplemental nootropics. So stop smoking cigarettes and killing yourself. Okay?
I got the Juul, and I still don't know the effects of it on me, but
you're not gonna know the effects of that for another 5.
Yeah, they're still doing the tests and everything, but I can tell you that being able to smoke in public places and not have like a cigarette that visually goes out at the end, it makes me more. I puff it more than I would a regular cigarette.
People are way more accepting of the Juuls too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It doesn't have that stigma behind it yet.
Not yet.
But again, we don't know what's gonna happen.
I'll give it a couple of years.
Yeah, about 5 years or whatever. But it's the same thing with cigarettes. No one knew what cigarettes would do until people started getting cancer.
But it still smelled bad back then, so I don't know.
Well, we didn't even know it caused cancer. We knew people started speaking different.
Yeah.
And then also you found out they had cancer later, and you're like, oh shit. Well, this is the only thing they did different. And blah blah blah.
Hey, you know what? I'm sounding like a little bit of a hypocrite saying I don't have addictive personality when I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
But something like I said that's a little more socially acceptable is worse because of the fact that I could just pull a cigarette out. Nobody's gonna judge me.
Right.
You know?
There is something about cigarettes.
And this is worse now because it's
allows
super socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Indoors.
Yeah. They're bringing them back in the houses. And stuff.
Yeah, and alcohol too, man. Like the fact that I could pour myself a drink, the classy.
Alcohol is the worst.
It's the worst, yeah.
It's the worst. Out of all the drugs that you can't take, it's weird that we don't even classify it as a drug.
It definitely is.
But
Definitely
it is. And if anything has killed more people, it'll be cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Alcohol definitely is on the top of the list.
Damn, you imagine working at Big Tobacco?
Yeah.
How many people you killed?
Right, but like not even that, but alcohol killed more than them.
Yeah.
But we don't take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Whatever's whatever.
We turn a blind eye.
We turn a blind eye because it feels good to drink every once in a while.
Yeah.
It feels good to be with your friends and you're just like, oh, let's get a shot and shit. Let's forget about our problems and shit. But,
I gotta fix your audio. You sound far.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could you turn his mic up?
Turn me up.
Mic 4.
See, that's what happens when you get the man of the hour.
Good. Talk. Let me see.
Yo.
You sounding better now, guys?
I hope so, because we only got a few minutes. You
Yeah.
said that early in the motherfucking conversation. God damn.
You guys want to talk about squirting zombies, but not turn the mic up? Let me see. Talk.
Yo.
Yeah, it looks like it's the
It
same.
was
how
spiking
mine.
before, but maybe, I don't know. Whatever.
As long as you're in the yellow, it's usually good.
Yeah. As long as I hit the yellow, then it's like, that's good for audio. You know the fucking audio is gone on Apple?
You told me you had an issue
Yeah, when
before.
I changed the TRST,
Mm-hmm.
Apple only still sees us as the real shit talkers. And then when you go to click on it, it doesn't play anything. It says file not there. Fucking Apple, yo. Put my shit back on the goddamn podcast, okay? Apple fucking podcast. Put my shit back up there, yo. I had to do the name change. I had to. Because even though we talk shit about not being censored.
Oh, X-Men Dead said I did say it sound low. Oh, you should have said it multiple times, bro. Chat goes fast.
Oh. Okay. Well, shit. I hope.
That's why I can't sit on
people
this
heard-
side.
Yeah,
I can't sit on this side.
It's all right though. I still enjoy that combo.
Yeah,
I
it was
hope
good.
some people heard me, and it doesn't sound crazy on the audio. What the fuck were you saying? Well,
I think it was ending it.
I think we was about to end it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, again, hope Rising Sun Academy gets those medals. I wish I was there. Shout out to Jack. Hope you place or something.
Do your thing, Jack.
Do your thing. The Real Shit Talkers will be back next week with a guest. If you ever want to be a guest, you're in the New Jersey area, or you think you're going to be in the New Jersey area, you have to hit up the Real Shit Talkers, DM us on IG, or email us at therealshittalkers@gmail.com. IG is The Real Shit Talkers, Twitter is The Real Shit Talkers, and Facebook now is back up, is The Real Shit Talkers, even though the page looked like it's not up because I didn't add no pictures and nothing like that. I gotta give it to Marv, let him do that shit. But
Ashley dropping the hearts in the chat.
shout out. Yeah, also, let's see. Before I get up out of here, we got
Bravery Con.
Bravery Con.
Bravery
coming up.
grand opening or Bravery launch day / Mars birthday. February
We're
16th.
just gonna promote everything right now.
Yeah. Killa Kawabo, you gotta come up to Jersey for that day, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta come by.
You know what to do.
X-Men Damn, Jeps, you guys gotta come to Jersey.
Hopefully, we get like a performance or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Open mic for all the podcasters, even past podcasters.
You know, all past, present. come
Yeah.
through. I'll slide in there for a little bit. You know, got my little table, say my little speech, get up out of there. You know, no, I'm just joking. I'll probably, hopefully, there's a video game up so I can blast somebody.
I was thinking about it because we gotta represent Bravery Arcade too.
Yeah,
So
kinda do.
we have to put that up. We have to put up a video
Probably
game.
get some smash up. Give me like
Yeah.
2 games, and then I start wrecking shop.
I was thinking that already.
I be forgetting I'm nasty in these video games. So. Just give me 2 practice runs, and I'm about to start destroying everybody.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
There's
We
only
need
one
to.
person that'll be.
We need to do that.
if you in New Jersey, a female, no a female, whatever, I got the kickboxing program at Ridgefield Park, 195 Main Street. We do that kickboxing over there. That's for ladies. What else?
And if you're trying to start a podcast, make sure you contact Bravery Studios. Email braverystudiosnj@gmail.com, or find us on Instagram, Bravery Studios. Actually, also social medias, Bravery Studios.
Right. Shout out to Access looking us up.
Yep.
We're about to end this motherfucker. Now I sound like I disappeared from the mic. Goodbye, lady.
Good shit, man.